Hello, I'm Yuki, a designer at Homii. This time we've updated the post-match flow design, so I'd like to share a video of the creation process with you. With Homii, you can bookmark places recommended by locals that you want to visit. After someone presses want to go, we'll create a flow that allows locals to contact travelers from their perspective. First, we need a screen where you can view the people who responded to want to go as cards or in a list. Since this leads to communication, I'd like to try consolidating everything into a chat screen. Within the chat tab, I want to include a link to the list or card view. I was unsure whether to place this at the top or bottom, but since putting it at the bottom won't interfere with the main function of the chat tab, which is to display the conversation list, I'll go with that option. Next is this part. I'll create the list page that appears when you tap it. While considering elements that convey what kind of person someone is, as well as the information needed to start a conversation, I'll try designing it. To make it easy to recognize people, it seems best to use a relatively large profile picture. Including common interests also helps to see what kind of topics you might be able to talk about. I've tried designing it in a card format like this. Also, information such as which spots they've visited and when they're coming on their trip is important, so I'd like to include that as well. I think people will look at the profile when they're interested in someone. We've already created some things so far, but I'd like to refine them even further. I thought that adding a bit of physical movement to the photos like this might make them more appealing, so I created an animation. I'll also consult with the engineers here and work on refining the interactions. I think it's easier to approach people if the reasons for using Home include things like wanting to interact with locals or make friends, so I'll update it to make that clearer. There are also other necessary elements like these. This is what the profile has become. That's all for this week's design updates. Thank you very much.